But now joining us, former Victorian Liberal Party President Michael Kroger and John Howard's former advisor David Gazard. Gentlemen, welcome. Firstly, Michael, I want to get your reaction to Donald Trump's remarkable and landmark speech at the United Nations that, in my view, was really directed at the other world leaders.
Well, it was an absolute cracker of a speech. Extraordinary. You'll never see the like of it again. Talking to other world leaders, I actually think, Sharri, he was talking to the populations directly. I mean, the billion people in India will be asking themselves today, why is it we're buying oil from Russia? The people in Germany and France and Italy and Britain will be saying, he's absolutely right about illegal immigration. What's our government doing about it? They're not doing enough about it. All of those same people in the Western countries who are seeing power bills go through the roof are going to start asking, well, we keep getting told renewables are cheaper. They don't appear to be. So he's talking directly to the populations, and I actually think it'll have an immense effect amongst people, because when the US president speaks, particularly someone like Trump, who is a person of action, I think it has a profound effect. And you can just, you could have just seen the knees of people like Macron and Starmer and others, the knees shaking with every word.
And they are such weak leaders. And Trump is often derided, but you look at his strength, an entire hour tearing into the globalist agenda, the failings of the United Nations, what he calls a climate change con. You may agree or disagree, but mass immigration in Europe. I mean, David, he didn't hold back here.
No, he didn't. I mean, I have a slightly different view than Michael, although, I respect his view. And I think Michael's views might play out over the longer term. I would say this about Australia, setting aside India and some of these other places. Did Donald Trump's speech overnight change a vote in Australia? I doubt it. Is Anthony Albanese under any more pressure from the ABC and Fairfax newspapers about not securing a meeting for nearly a year with our closest ally and with the most powerful person in the world? Not for a second. If Donald Trump actually meets him on October 20 and there's an awkward exchange in the White House, will that reflect badly in terms of our press on Anthony Albanese? I doubt it. I doubt it very much.
This is a reflection of the media environment in Australia, though, isn't it, David? This is what the media does here. They give the coalition a hard time and they give Labor, especially Albanese, a very soft run.
If any Australian Conservative Prime Minister had not been able to secure a meeting with the American president, there would be carnage in terms of newspaper land. The pressure would be immense. And it's missing when it comes to Donald Trump, because they don't like Donald Trump. The left don't like Donald Trump. The left don't like conservatives more generally. The left are quite happy to celebrate the death of conservatives in some situations. This is the situation, the polarised situation we find ourselves in now. So, is Donald Trump speaking the truth in a lot of these instances? Yes, he is. Will that be reflected in public opinion in Australia over the next months and years? I doubt it. Perhaps if your lawn goes down and we're faced with blackouts, people will come to the conclusion that, yes, Donald Trump was right, reluctantly, and probably, finding every excuse they can to excuse their positions leading up till now. But we live in a time where the American president is very unpopular in Australia, and the press are not calling out the mistakes of the Labor Party. I mean, it's not just the policy excuses that you've highlighted. The cabinet has gone out of their way. Our ambassador has gone out of his way. The Prime Minister has gone out of his way to insult Donald Trump. Yeah. Donald Trump, despite the selfie taken today, scared the shit out of, to quote him, scared the shit out of Anthony Albanese a little while ago. You wonder why it's taken a long time to get a meeting? I mean, I seriously wonder whether the meeting on October 20 will occur. Will Donald Trump find a way to get an excuse to not meet with Anthony Albanese? That's possible. All of these play into it, but there seems to be no reaction from the Australian public, no reaction from the legacy media here in Australia about the parlous situation of a relationship.
Yeah.